Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chairman of Zoom, Hivestack, and the DPAA, Francois de Gaspé-Beaubien.
Over 1,000 of you are attending from all over the world, and we're so proud to be hosting you to our first live streaming Global DPAA conference. I want to take this opportunity to wish each and every one of you and your families health and safety until we get through to the eventual conclusion of this pandemic. I'm calling from one of my gyms because, as you know, 90% are back in the US, and we're very happy to be working out. But more importantly, permit me to give you a forecast of where we shall be in a year from now at our next conference, which we'll be having physically once again in New York City, but at this time, Pier 61 on the Hudson. By that time in October 2021, we shall be in the fourth quarter and thus planning for 2022. So here are my top 10 predictions. Number one, COVID vaccine will have been found and administered, but it won't be until the back half of 21 before we see this happening along with the ensuing benefits. Number two, many individuals will have taken this lesson to underscore that which is most important, those they love, and they will allocate more of their time to loved ones than they did prior to the pandemic. Number three, coming out of the COVID crisis will accelerate the migration to all things digital, including digital out of home. DOH will get a greater share of ad budgets in planning late 21 for 2022. Number four, Kantar will become the new measurement standard for DOH and will provide better, more granular data than Nielsen ever did, pleasing marketers and agencies. Number five, greater shift to programmatic. By the end of 21, programmatic digital out of home will have grown 25% and will represent a third of planned DOH buys for 22. Number six, advent of the trade desk in DOH will cause a major shakeup. It will drive more dollars to digital out of home. Mergers and acquisitions will occur over the next 12 months as some of the largest global companies enter the space, and therefore expect massive changes over the next year to the benefit of the industry. Number seven, best of breed DOH programmatic platforms will outperform all others by a wide margin. Global beats local. Those with the most supply globally will be the biggest programmatic winners. Number eight, out-of-home companies will successfully recapitalize and invest more in DOH. Number nine, by the end of 21, we will know that 2022 will be the best year in digital out-of-home history to date. A new high watermark will thus be achieved for DOH in 2022. And number 10, the world will show its resiliency, and we shall experience the start of an economic boom in late 21, post-vaccine, going into full ramp up in 2022. In summary, the next 12 months will see our industry take the opportunity to continue to fully retool and emerge stronger, more able to target with more granular data and accountability. DOH will be the second fastest growing medium after digital, and we will start to gain more market share versus other media. As to what is occurring right now, clearly consumers that are going to their gas station on their way to work, riding the elevator up to their office, getting in a healthy workout at the gym, proceeding on to the local mall to go shopping. These are the people who are out buying goods and services, getting a haircut to shopping for a new car. And those are the very consumers smart marketers are engaging with today. Those out of their home audiences are scaling upwards, and they are the most proactive, engaged individuals with the budgets and the will to spend. Now, permit me to introduce an individual who needs no introduction, our esteemed and indomitable CEO. But before doing so, I want to thank the entire team at the DPAA for all their tireless efforts in ensuring that our industry association keeps us all informed and also puts out and distributes such great materials. Noah Klass, Blake Kelly, Zach Sherman, Robert Boyer, Kavya Nargajan, Blythe Bonham, Scott Hutzinger, Mark Braff, and our own maestro for this conference, Ajay Durrani. As to our DPAA CEO, I wish to quote Adrian Cotterell, founder and editor of the Daily Dude. I want to give Barry credit as the DPAA has done a really good job at keeping its members informed. From the town halls and the Video Everywhere Canadian Summit, which was a big success, to some really great short connects with industry leaders such as Sir Martin Sorrell. Forgive me for the bad accent, Adrian, but thank you for those kind words. As Barry himself has shared, we reinvented and reimagined our role during this challenging time, and we completely reignited our business around the world to truly connect our members, to share best practices, not just on a business, but also on a personal level, to make everyone feel a part of our global digital out-of-home community. Barry has grown our membership to now a truly global scale. As he states, digital crosses borders, and we've been promoting the digitization of digital out-of-home across the world and the ability to innovate, to share what is making the most impact, to educate on standards and requirements. This empowers all our members. Barry has also been the founder of both of our We Do Women Empowerment, as well as the DPAA's Diversity Inclusion Initiative. Barry, we are honored and privileged to have you as our industry leader. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the DPAA's Chief Executive Officer, Barry Fry. Barry? Barry? Where is Barry today?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and CEO of the DPAA, Barry Fry.
Gee, it's tough getting inside my own home these days, or more aptly put, DPAA's world headquarters for the past 6 months. I hope you will enjoy that. You know, a little laughter is good for our hearts, our minds, and our bodies, especially these days. Hello everyone, and welcome to this year's DPAA Global Video Everywhere Summit. I hope all of your friends, your families, and colleagues have been doing okay navigating in these current times. Whether you're home, back in your office, you've moved around a bit, or wherever you are in the world, get set for the first of 3 great midday sessions on advertising, media, brands, marketing, plus digital out-of-home strengths and insights. I want to thank WPP's The Store, run by David Roth and our friends at Diginar, for that great VR opening you saw that showcased the Intel Hall of Innovation. Thanks also to DPAA Chairman Francois de Gaspé-Beaubien for his always salient and savvy words. And how about that opening? I also want to thank Captivate Scan and Vango for their help. As you saw, both of them provide important, essential, and useful services so needed today. Captivate is not only in office lobbies and elevators, but now in building entrances, helping with sanitizing, temperature, and mask checks, and of course, advertising on all screens. To learn more about these all-new Captivate Scan digital communication and wellness solutions, please visit captivate.com/shop. And also, thank you, Vengo, for the important PPEs. You know, I didn't think any of us believed we'd still be here, still live streaming or Zooming at this point in time. Early on, we all had our own predictions of when this would end. During the height of the pandemic and continuing through today, Out of Home continues to play a critical role in broadcasting health and safety messaging. We're supporting essential services and we're helping brands to rejigger and revise their messaging, delivering powerful digital agility as needed. The reality is, after months of lockdown and flattening the curve, regions all over the world are opening up, some faster than others, some straying back a bit, and many optimistically moving forward. And the brands that paused advertising, they're coming back. It's cautious, it's not a hockey stick, but advertising is coming back. Out-of-home advertising and digital out-of-home are coming back. Thanks to our friends Chris Zoika of the Madwell Agency and legendary creative genius John Bond, we've just launched a major ad campaign entitled With Do You Can, or With Digital Out-of-Home You Can. This trade marketing campaign is on digital out-of-home screens and just launched in major ad industry trade publications around the world. And these ads are reminding everyone very clearly that with do, you can. And with programmatic do, you can do even better. The campaign tells the story that audiences are there with purpose, and that with the flexibility of digital out-of-home and programmatic, you can reach the right audiences at the right time in the right places and context. Plus, digital out-of-home programmatic can easily shift, pause, and push schedules, plus change creative copy dynamically as needed to optimize campaigns. This industry initiative is funded by DPAA Board of Directors, notably Captivate Office Network, plus Ubimo, a Quotient brand, and Ground Truth, the great self-serve mobile ad platform. In fact, Ubimo is the provider of location data insights, and they've been tracking the effects of COVID on out-of-home consistently on their dashboard, which also powers DPAA's Some Good News, our weekly member newsletter. Advertising is resilient, and specifically out-of-home has a strong record of recovery. As discussed, the digital nature of out-of-home today, along with programmatic, offers flexibility, agility, and optionality, connecting the digital world with the real world with real ROIs and KPIs. We expect out-of-home to make a full recovery, and it's not just us saying so. Since March, we've interviewed dozens of advertising and media leaders for our DPAA Short Connects video series, where we've gone inside the hearts, the minds, the homes, the strategies and tactics of senior executives from Microsoft, IBM, Cara, Havas, Kroger, Mediacom, even Sir Martin Sorrell, and many others, all extolling the benefits of out-of-home. And they're all assuring us that as out-of-home was the fastest growing of traditional media, pre-COVID, it will return strongly to its rightful place, especially due to today's digital, data, and programmatic capabilities. In addition, Magna, Group M, eMarketer, all of them in their reporting have detailed how out-of-home's fast growth will continue just shy of double digits year on year, and how digital and programmatic will drive the growth, with both close to doubling in revenue each year forward for the next 2 years. These leaders have inspired us to produce much of the content you'll be seeing over the next 3 days. Along with our subject matter pillars, we'll be focusing on leadership, so critical and deftly demonstrated by many of our speakers this year. We've seen great leadership from boardrooms to the streets of our cities, from leaders in digital out-of-home to our summit speakers. All have led with passion, with purpose, with creativity, empathy, and innovation. Now for the pillars. First, the omnichannel and programmatic pillar. You'll be hearing major brands and members talk about how they lead companies through their omnichannel strategies and the role of digital out-of-home and digital out-of-home programmatic power. Via our second pillar, brought to us by Hivestack, you'll hear how brands and media, including digital out-of-home, have become truly global. And finally, you'll hear from diversity and inclusion leaders on why having a diverse workforce is so necessary and how it helps the bottom line. As you know, we at DPAA have not exactly been sitting around these past months. DPAA has always provided a connection point for all ends of the global out-of-home and advertising ecosystem, comprising media owners, data companies, contents, brands, agencies, ad tech, research, hardware, and software. I'm proud to say that during this time, our growing membership has really come together, valuing and embracing the unity, community, connection, and talent of our pooled resources. We've reimagined DPAA at this time with an array of member products, helping us all to navigate on a professional and personal level. From Short Connects to our DPAA Homeroom series of instructional videos, to our task force leading the next gen of measurement and other tools, to our Women's Empowerment program, We Do, Women Empowerment in Digital Out of Home, to our Compendium series that offers vital data and research, and our DPAA Davos sessions. Via all this, we've kept our peer groups of member companies in close contact via forums on the issues of the day. During COVID, we've increased our DPAA programmatic training events in North America and EMEA with member Prohaska Consulting. Check out the recordings of these courses as they're all available on our DPAA website. Yet, one of our proudest achievements is our D&I Advisory Board. We're driving education, knowledge, and diversity into the out-of-home and the ad business. We've already supported mentoring programs, instructional sessions, and have partnered with IRTS on industry internship programs with much more to come. Over these next 3 days, you'll be hearing from brand and agency leaders, out-of-home leaders, programmatic leaders, and more. And speaking of leadership, I'd like to thank our DPAA Board of Directors for demonstrating strong support this year and every year. And to that point, I'm just so pleased to announce today the election of Nandini Ramani, Chief Operating Officer of Outcome Health, to our esteemed DPAA Board of Directors. Welcome and congratulations, Nandini. Of course, you know DPAA is all about video everywhere, and now there's some more exciting board member news. ScreenVision Media has just also announced and unveiled today at the Video Everywhere Summit, ScreenVision's Front and Center Everywhere. Video everywhere, front and center everywhere. Expanding beyond theaters, ScreenVision has created a digital out-of-home partner network of over 200,000 screens, and it's growing. With ScreenVision brands, they can now be front and center everywhere where the active consumer is, where consumers live, work, shop, and play. Very exciting for ScreenVision and for advertisers. I'd like to thank our sponsors for stepping up, also showing needed leadership at this time, as they've helped us to build this industry event. You can find out more about our sponsors by clicking on their logos below, and to find more out about DPAA and discuss applying for membership, please scan the QR codes that you'll be seeing appearing on your screens. Thank you all for joining us over the next 3 days, and to most of you for being part of our global community all year long. This is a time to come together, to connect, to learn, to empower our personal and our professional lives. These speakers here will help us do that, as we have some of the best and the brightest on our live streaming stage. Unity, community, connection, and talent has been our DPAA theme through this entire period in our lives. Hashtag DPAA Connects, as always. And if we can implore you to connect not only to our community and to knowledge and to growth, but connect to yourselves, to your colleagues, your friends, your family, and to all that is truly important in our lives. Let's pause, let's take a breath, let's engage, and now we're going to kick off the show. My first guest will be Raja Rajamana. He's the Global CMO and President of Health for MasterCard Worldwide, truly one of the brightest and best and true leaders in today's marketing world. But before we get to Raja, let's take a look at our video from our friends at URW Westfield via top global markets and advanced advertising analytics and video analytics. Westfield is driving audiences with engagement and attention to their partner advertiser brands.